Hey, enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 684. Yeah, I think we finally got the rhythm on that. Probably not. I'll listen. Yeah, I'll listen to it later, and it'll be like half of it won't be there. Oh. Yes, got to settle down. It's what my head does, dude. It just, you know, nope. I don't care if it's not Halloween anymore or not. Yeah, I already did the Spanktacular. Now but you didn't know, I'm just Jambi from uh Pee Wee Herman's or Pee Wee's Playhouse. Mecca licka high, Mecca high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Well, oh, sure you can. Yeah. Hologram. Weird. I know. That's the point. What if, hold on now. What if Cowboy Curtis takes over the Playhouse? It's still Pee Wee's. No, it's still Pee Wee's Playhouse. It's just there's a lot of like homages to Pee Wee through the whole place, It's still his place, but Cowboy Curtis is just like under new management, sign out front, basically. You know, like that would be a whole different kind of thing. That's the new show. It's the after hours Pee Wee Playhouse. Yeah, right, to where the characters are like Cherry and all that. It's like all the mask is off, basically. Cherry's just a chain smoker or something like that. Just a real annoying character. Zombies, a diva, just all that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get what's his face that does Dr. Was it Dr. uh girlfriend? No. It's was it Mrs. Monarch or Mrs. Doctor? Yeah, like whatever, however they word it. Yeah. We'll get whoever does that voice. They'll do the after hours one. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Probably Playhouse After Dark, although somebody it does. I think Playhouse After Dark sounds a little sexier because I think it's gonna evoke some people will be thinking of like Playboy After Dark or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The other characters just mm. there was there was Terry, the pterodactyl. Um John B, which we already talked about. The humans, I assume, won't really show up a whole lot. Like it's just more. It's almost like a Toy Story situation. Yeah, remember. Okay, you're doing that. I guess I won't then. I was just about to look it up. I know there was more. I just can't remember. It's like everything in that playhouse had some weird stuff. Like Penny shows up occasionally. Even though I know she was in like a cartoon situation, but characters, yeah. I want the furniture and the weird characters. King of Cartoons stops by and he's just watching filthy cartoons. Yeah. Yep. Like, oh my, I didn't even know they made filthy cartoons like this. And he's like, all right, kid, or all right, we're gonna watch something from my special collection. It's like he pushes a panel on the wall and there's just like all these tapes in there. They're all just all right. Yeah. 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 She was the one that came in with like the big hair and everything. Yeah. Okay. Globy, yeah. How can I forget Globy? Yeah. Yep. Oh God. How's that spelled? Oh. Oh, Conky's the robot. It's Conky 2000, by the way. But yeah, you should put some respect on his fucking name. Right. Right. I don't remember Mrs. Steve. Oh, okay. I know who it is now. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're talking about Opal. Opal Covey. Yeah. Yeah. What was Flory? Oh, okay. That's makes sense. It's like a loose tile in the floor, probably. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go be Morpheus now. Yep. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. All right, let me pull out. Yeah, forgot Mr. Window. Oh, Mrs. Renee replaced Mrs. Steve apparently in seasons 2 through 5. Mrs. Renee was much more friendly and personable. So yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. All right. Well, we all know what Little Pumpkin was there for. Oh, geez. Oh, my face just exploded. Shit. Did you say okie dokie? Oh God. There had to be. Well, there had to be at least one racist thing on there, right? Probably. All right. Huh. Oh yeah. I can't. I can't find okie dokie. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I was spelling it wrong. That's why. Yeah, I know. Yep. Agreed. Huh. All right. So Okie dokie was. Oh, okay. It's actually a dude. Um, the plot is that Pee Wee has a pen pal, Okie dokie, from Japan, which that's for sure not okay. But um, it says Conky translates for Pee Wee since Pee Wee can't read Japanese yet, of course. So Pee Wee wants to go visit him. So the show is, revolves around Pee Wee learning things about Japanese culture. So I gotta see this part though, because it says everyone plays charades. Oh, when Oki leaves. Oh, I see. Oki comes to visit him. I'm sorry. I thought it was the other way around. So, all right. So his buddy Okie Dokie comes and visits, and they have sushi and play charades apparently after he leaves. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yep. It's Okie Dokie. Yeah. Right. It's all the guy can say in English. So he got that nickname. His actual nickname is something like, honor blade or something like that, like in Japanese, but everyone just calls him Okie dokie. Yeah. 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 Basically. Yeah. You're nothing here. Get over it. Yep. Hmm. It kind of stunk because it rained like 20 minutes in here. Basically shut her down. Yeah. That's kind of what it was doing here, but everybody just seemed to. I don't know what kind of crowd we were going to have otherwise, though, too, because you don't know anymore. I know. Well, I don't know how many were out before that, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, trunk or treats have done so well in our area that I think a lot of people just, and because there's multiples to go to, like parents can literally just take their kids one night, let them grab whatever, take them another night, and they get a huge haul out of it, so. And they don't have to. Some of them are indoors, so you don't even have to worry about the weather or anything like that. It's like, I remember with us like having to wear coats sometimes, and well, oh boy, oh that's the stuff. Oh, so they didn't get to hear any of the Pee Wee stuff. Yeah, because it hates you. Because it. Oh wait, we just answered that. Halloween. This is fascinating listening for sure. The most amazing. Do we need to like stop for a minute or something? Or all right. Oh yeah, I'm sure it isn't. On the podcast side, you get the curtain peeled back here.
Yeah.
But on the YouTube side, you're just watching
Hey,
Tony
I
do
think
weird
I'm in.
things.
Cheeto.
All right.
Okay.
Can't can
I don't know.
confirm or no?
I'm getting
Check or
movement
hold?
on my yeah. Oh
Vowels?
my god. I was for a second there. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
See, Cheeto, I've been having technical issues since we started.
Yeah.
All right, Brian. So as I was saying, so on Halloween,
Yeah.
we got annihilated by children, bro.
Yeah.
1 hour in, we had to shut her down. I ran out of candy.
Really?
It was
Wow.
insane. Yeah, we got
Jeez.
crushed.
Huh. Well, okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, especially given that like when we hung out the week before or whatever, there was that trunk or treat just down the road from you, and that thing was busy. Those kids probably got a haul in that neighborhood
Absolutely.
between that and
No,
that.
it's-
Yeah. That's the real move. I could have seen you and I doing that.
Even now.
Like on that trunk or treat. Yeah, go over there, clean up, and then hit the
Oh,
neighborhood on Halloween
absolutely.
night.
Like, psh,
You know,
I got candy lease for the next 2 weeks now.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But dude, I had some good costumes, of course. I
Yeah.
had this this kid show up dressed as a knight, and he's like trick or treat or I will smite you. So of course Logan and I, we give him candy of the,
Right.
and he goes, "Thank you for your candy. It has saved your heads, unlike these people." And he holds up severed heads. I'm like, all right, this kid's got it, right?
I like that. Yeah.
I had
Yep.
this dude where he was just in the darkness, and we just hear like, we got to cross the street though. Walk on the sidewalk. Oh, come up into the driveway. And we're like, both looking, we're like, what the fuck? And then the guy gets into the light. And he's dressed as Luigi, and his little son was Mario. But the fact you just like had the gimmick going, hilarious.
Yeah. I like it too because it's a little more accurate because the taller one
Yes,
is Luigi.
it's
So,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfection.
I hate it when people do it the other way. It's like, no, come on,
Like,
Luigi's
bro,
the
that
taller
doesn't
one.
that doesn't
You're
even make
ruining
sense
things.
what you're doing right now.
Yeah. You're doing it wrong.
Mother.
You
God
suck.
damn it. Oh, excuse me. And then you just hear this loud ass horn going off. It's like, wah, wah, wah. Like, what the hell is that? I wish I would have got a picture of it or a video of it. This bicycle's coming up the road. And no joke, it's maybe 1.5 feet tall. It's got like little wheels that look like T-plates, right?
Yeah.
Covered in LEDs. But the dude that's riding it is sitting probably 6 or 7 feet up in the air. Because it has this weird frame, and it puts the seat way to fuck up. He's got these big, like, ape hanger handlebars. Okay. And it's all geared up there, and then the chain goes to the little tiny bike on the bottom.
Oh, that's so
And he's coming up the road with
wild.
this giant, like, clown horn on his bike.
Wow. So he's just trying to get people out of the street. It wasn't, like, part of the gimmick?
He went back. like he was just riding. He was just riding around.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe he was honking, to make sure people got out of the road.
He was definitely a threat to people in the road.
Fair enough.
I've just never seen a bike like that before. It was wild, dude.
That's pretty wild.
Like when I heard that horn,
maybe the bike.
I was expecting like some idiot in a golf cart or something. Not that monster that came by. It was cool, though. It really was cool.
Yeah, even though he was a nuisance.
Yeah, he was, too. But, I mean, in all the right ways, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wasn't like somebody in their, Charger revving their engine going down the street.
Exactly.
Look how cool I am. My car makes loud noises.
Cool, nope. But, yeah, dude, I thought Halloween was cool, though. I honestly think we got some cool ideas for our house for next year. I might take Halloween off next year because I get off of work and it's like rush, and we put up the projector. It's a whole thing. So I think next year I might just take the day off and maybe have like a gathering of people. So it's supposed to be on a Friday, I believe, next year. So that'd be good.
Okay.
Have a little trick or treat Halloween party action. Yeah. Anyway.
We can all stuff the candy with razor blades and drugs.
Oh, my God. So much. So many needles.
Yeah.
As many as we can fit in there.
Yep. Mom, is my Snickers supposed to be filled with needles?
Yes. That's how it releases all the flavors.
It's like, shut up and eat your
exactly.
Okay.
But get up to anything else or what, man? What you got?
No,
what you got?
that was
Did you
really
finish Only Murders? Yeah, we just finished it today.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
No spoilers for anybody, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm gonna spoil it. Spoil the hell out of it. Someone dies in the final episode.
Yeah, again. That's what we were talking about as it was wrapping up.
Yeah, well, it has to.
We were like, well, it can't happen. How could it happen again? Of course, it happened again
in the building, essentially too. Yeah, because that's the hardest part with it is that people keep dying within the building, and they're all like connected to the main characters, but yet the main characters. It's like I hope in like a final season or something. I'd love to have one of the main characters end up being the murderer.
For sure, right?
Even if it's an accidental situation. Where they think they're doing one thing and it accidentally kills somebody or some situation. Yes. Yeah, the rest of the cast all dead.
I didn't know I was buying an actual nuclear warhead from Sears.
Yeah. Oopsies.
No.
Yeah. It's like, I thought it was a sound machine. I didn't know it was one of those things that was making people sick at that, like the U.S. Embassy or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I just thought it was a little sound machine.
Releasing the brown noise.
Yeah. The brown note? Oh, no.
Well, I figure if there's a bunch of brown notes in a row, it's the brown noise. That makes sense
that's
to
fair.
me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to write the Brown Sonata.
Oh my. Wow, just 3 hours.
3 hours of intense brown noting.
Oh, man. Yeah. If you're sitting in the first 3 rows, maybe the first 5 rows,
Yes.
you will get wet.
First row, you may die.
Yeah. You really, you should not have paid to sit here.
Oh my.
It's going to be bad.
God.
Also, probably don't want to sit under the overhang or the balcony seats. Yeah, that's what they'll become. Oh my!
I've gotten into Sea of Thieves, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened.
You finally.
It's happened.
Okay.
It's a fun game. Lots.
Are you playing with like randos or the kids?
I played with Logan once, and then like Michelle's been playing by herself, and I've been playing by myself because you can, and it is frustrating sometimes because people can be dicks. But it's a lot of ocean.
Like you're
so a lot of times I play, you don't even see anybody.
Oh, okay.
But but then Brian, my kids came over, and I was telling them how I've been playing this. Oh, that's cool. And Logan's like, Dad, if you bought it for like Steam, then all 4 of us can play together. And I was like, there's no way my laptop will light on fire. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Logan's like, can I see it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Logan, if you ever watch this.
It's a pretty accurate voice, though. It's kind of weird that he talks.
I love
that
you, son, but this is how I felt this is how I feel when you do shit like this. But so he looks at my laptop. He's like, actually, your stuff is rated 70% better to what you need to run it. I'm like, really? I'm like, well, whatever. I'll think about it.
Yeah, because there's a website called like Can I Run It or something like that. I remember doing that for Helldivers to see if my computer could handle Helldivers, and it's like,
like, do you like really cool graphics or just like meh graphics?
Yeah. It's like, do you want to see the game or do you want to see your computer set on fire? Those are kind of your options there. It's like, it's very close.
Very close. So, we played it, over the weekend and all that stuff again. I was just like, that would be cool. And then I was thinking, I'm like, well, I started looking. I'm like, does Steam have a return policy? Right? And it's like, yes, you have a 2-week return policy / if you play it over 2 hours, that lapses.
Okay,
right?
that's fair. So it gives you basically a
and
trial.
I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
That's like no risk now. So I'm like, that's
fair.
cool. So I'm like, all right, well, I get paid in, like a week. I'll just wait and I'll buy it again because I bought it on sale for PlayStation 5. Got a good deal on it, right? Because Michelle has an app. She looked it up. She's like, right now it's the lowest price it's ever been. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll buy it.
So what you can't play it cross-platform because
you can, but we Michelle and I wanted to play with each other and the kids.
Oh, yeah. I see. Okay. So now you have 2 ways of playing it within the same household. Okay, now I follow you. Because I was like, why couldn't you just play?
So I'm like, all right, well, this is cool. So I thank you, Cheeto. I'll let Michelle know because she doesn't like that painting. She painted that. It's great. But oh god, I completely lost my train of thought.
Doesn't look anything like you.
It's not. It's some dude from the internet with a very inspirational message next to him.
The beer one?
Yeah, the beer.
Like when you move your head, there's a beer sign right there. That's it almost looks like they go together until like now where you can actually see there's something else in there.
So I go to Steam, to like add to my wish list. Hop on Steam, and it's like for the next 18 hours, Sea of Thieves is half off, and it was actually cheaper than what And I'm like, fuck. So I bought the same game twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
And I mean, together it probably costs as much as it is full price. So I can't be mad at it, but still, I'm like, God damn it!
Right.
But it actually works real well. That's why cool. Everything was fucked up is because I was unplugging stuff to plug into my laptop to hook it up to the TV. But I
Okay,
discovered
right on.
today after I unhooked everything, I'm like, God, this sucks. I don't want to do this every time. I was like, you know what? Let me see how it just looks on the laptop screen. And it actually plays
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when I went upstairs to, aggressively play this, I
Yeah.
told Michelle, I'm like, well, when we play Pirates next, we'll be in the same room. Instead of me like down here
Yeah.
like a troll, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels more
I
appropriate
know.
though.
It feels appropriate too sometimes.
Being
Absolutely.
a troll, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun, and I'll tell you why it's frustrating. Here's why. Sunday night, her and I were playing together. I'm done. It's getting late. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, like
Yes,
7:30,
exactly.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're doing this. It was the last day to run this mission because like Halloween weekend kind of thing. Maybe it was Monday
Yeah.
night. Whatever, doesn't matter. No, it definitely was a Monday night. We do all this work. We're trying to fight these different waves of skeletons. It's like a puzzle to kill them. And while we're doing this, some motherfucker snuck onto our boat, took all of our treasure, and then just let our boat go into the ocean.
Oh, dang.
Which, it's kind of funny.
I mean,
But at
it
the
is,
time, I was
yeah.
just like, because we
Because think about it, if you were a pirate and you did it, what would be funnier than to also send
and
the
I mean,
boat
and that's
to the
it is
ocean,
part
you
of the
know?
game. Like you can
Yeah,
play
right.
a mode
Yep.
called Safe Seas, where it's like co-op, or you just play by yourself, but the rewards
Yeah.
are less. There's less to do, and then you play
Yeah, of
High
course,
Seas,
right.
which is open world.
Delicious. Yeah. Like ecto
Oh, man,
cooler and
dude, that'd be
shit. Yeah.
sick. But it's, I mean, I get it, but I was just like, I was just angry, and I was
Yeah, of
tired, and I still had to like take care of the garbage and take a shower, and
Right.
yeah.
Because now, like, can you recover? Were you able to recover your ship?
Yeah, the ship,
or
like
is it
if
just
someone
gone?
sinks your ship, it respawns.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know with it like just
No,
disappearing
like
out to the ocean. I didn't
like
know if that was an
we kept
option.
when you die, you go to the ferryman, and you're on the ferryman's
right.
barge as a respawn point for a little bit, and you respawn on your boat wherever it is. Yeah,
That's right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
yeah. So that wasn't a problem. It was just like,
Right.
and the treasure's a thing that you get it and you just sell it. So like I was up really late Saturday playing this game because I had all this
Yeah.
shit to sell and I kept getting delayed by stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't. If I log off, I lose it all. It just goes
Right.
away. So it's like I have to go to a port and sell this shit before I go to bed. And I was up
Right.
to, I was probably up to like 3 a.m. It was
geez.
fucked up, dude.
Were you getting caught up in the I'll just do
Not
one more
even.
mission
No,
situation?
it was just like,
Oh, okay.
so you get these treasure maps, and they don't
Yeah.
tell you. They tell you the island. And,
Yeah, I saw Michelle
okay, yeah,
looking at
and then you got to
when I
like
was
figure
over.
out
Yeah.
where it is, sail there, look at the map. There's no markers. You have to look at the map and find the X and dig. And it's not even an X.
Right.
It's just, okay, this might be the spot, and you dig. And
Right.
dude, one of those things, I was digging up like every square inch of the island. I couldn't find the fucking thing. It was driving me insane.
Oh, man. Well, the treasure was the friends you made along the way.
I was by
Tony.
myself, me and the rats.
Exactly.
Me and the rats down the
Rizzo,
hold.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
They were your best friends by the end
dude,
of that.
it was just like, and I was like, I just need to find this last fucking treasure and I could be done. And then you're getting paranoid because you're like, I've been at this island
Yeah.
a long time. If someone sees me, they might come get me. Because there's
Right. Or steal anything.
well,
on your
because
boat.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in a when you're playing by yourself, you have to get the tiniest ship because it's what you can manage. Because it's like
Right.
you got the wheel, the anchor, you got to raise the sails, you got to angle them. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing,
Well, because I saw Michelle trying to take care of that boat. And
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And so the bigger
So,
the boat, the more
yeah.
crew you have, and the more people you have to fight and fire cannons too.
And I was going to say also, to maybe protect the boat while
Or
others are off grabbing
go
treasure or
assault the
something.
guy who's been digging for treasure for 2 hours. Because that's what I was paranoid about.
Yep.
Because I'm like, I have
Yeah.
all this shit on my boat.
That's
you
the
know?
real move. is if you see somebody that's on there for that long, is you just kind of sit and
Yeah.
wait, let him find the treasure, and then kill him or attack him, and take
And
that
yeah,
treasure.
that's like, so it's part of the game.
Save you all that time.
Whatever. But I mean, it is fun. Just saying. Once you advance to the next level, Brian, Sea of Thieves would be a good option too. Excuse me. For us, for something to play.
I thought.
What the fuck was that noise?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that way I can attack you on the island. Act like I'm part of your crew, but betray you and take the treasure and leave you on the island.
I'll just respawn. Oh man. Yeah, so Monday. It's been a busy week for me so far.
Right.
Monday I went to a metal show.
I was wondering who you went and saw, because I saw I don't remember where you put, was it
Instagram,
Instagram? You
a little
posted
story
or
up.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know if you remember, earlier in the summer I went to figure eight racing. Yeah. My buddy at work bought the ticket, right? And him and I were talking, I don't know, month and a half ago. And he's a big metalhead, and I was like, dude, did you see? I was like, there's a band I've heard of that's gonna be playing at Frankie's, because we're talking about like old clubs in the city,
Yeah, right. I thought it was Frankie's, because like when your angle, I'm like, I've been wherever he's standing before, and I'm like, I think it's Frankie's, but I wasn't 100%.
So
okay.
And then I'm like, I can't remember. So I look it up. I'm like, oh, it's Born of Osiris. And he's like, dude, I fucking love them. He's like, they're coming to Toledo? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how much are tickets? And I look it up, and they're like $20. And he's like, that's how much the ticket was at that figure eight race. And I'm like,
yeah,
exactly. So I was like, dude, it's not a Monday. He's like, yeah, but
yeah.
I'm like, all right. I mean, I owed him, so whatever. So bought the tickets, and we went to the show Monday. Dude, first off, that spot I was at is apparently the best spot to be to see a show. We got there early, and we were sitting at the bar, but right behind.
Given where the stage is and the angles, that makes a lot of sense.
No. Here's the killer. I got a good picture of it.
Okay.
Where we were sitting, it's the one spot at the bar that you can sit and look at the bar mirror and see the stage.
Oh,
so I have this picture, and it's, you can't see the whole stage because of the speakers, but it's everybody in the crowd is facing the stage. It's my buddy and I sitting there staring at the mirror. Because I just looked at it, I'm like, this is a moment right here. This looks like a movie scene
really
almost.
Funny. That's interesting, because like how do the acoustics work there? Because like turning away from the music, usually you wouldn't think that would be better for listening. It's better
because you're not in the speaker blast. So I didn't, because I forgot my earplugs. I was like, fuck. I'm gonna, my ears are gonna die tonight. Because it's Frankie's,
from somebody else. Yeah, you find someone smaller than you and steal
exactly.
Yeah. Just make sure they don't have anyone bigger than you.
Oh, well, I mean, I found out I'm apparently way taller, but we'll get to this. So, where those seats are, though, you don't get hit by the speakers, but you can hear everything. It sounds great. Yeah, so we're just chilling. Yeah. It was amazing, dude. It's like, because even the bartender's like, she's like, comes over to see if we need a drink, and we're like, no, we're watching a show, and she's just like, starts laughing. She's like, yeah, this is legitimately the best place to watch a show. And yeah, you don't have to like churn weird, although it got so crowded, people were like smashed into your back. And like one dude had we were like ass to ass basically, which I mean,
nice.
I was in a wooden bar stool, and for his ass to meet mine, he's got some cake on him, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was wearing those he has like a push-up bra for your ass.
Yes, exactly. There was a guy that basically looked like Spike the Vampire from Buffy. Yeah, as soon as he walked in, I was like, whoa, Spike's here. And I think I was the only one that got the reference, but that's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Dude that had to be on cocaine because he was chewing the air and making creak.
Well, there's one at every show.
Here's how he came up to the bar every time he came up to the bar. He was like this. Hey! Ah!
For those not watching the YouTubes, Tony had his flashlight on his camera.
Yes. Robin says hi. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Yeah, every time he came up to the bar, it was that. And like I said, he's just chewing the air, and I'm like, that guy's got to be on coke right now. But here's what I was talking about when I was like, apparently I'm taller. Because there was this giant fucking dude in the crowd. I mean, he was giant, right? And he, for some reason, this big fat guy who had the best tattoos I've ever seen in my life came in wearing a full plastic clown mask. Like a Slipknot / ICP vibe.
Oh, I was thinking more like oh god, what's that from Twisted Metal?
Sweet Tooth,
the clown in that. Sweet Tooth, thank you. Yeah.
And this guy was a juggalo because at some point he ripped his shirt off, just covered in juggalo tattoos. But my favorite one is right in the middle of his back. He's got the Hatchet Men. But Brian, do you know what the Hatchet Men's wielding? A crucifix.
No. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yes, I was in the presence of the insane Christian posse. I had no idea. It was amazing.
Wow.
And it was a giant crucifix. It was huge. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah. But yeah, so that monster walked by this guy in the clown mask who's right behind me. And the guy's like, whoa, that guy's huge. That guy's huge. And the guy's like, I'm 6'4". That guy's fucking huge. And I was like, oh, all right. I get up to go take a piss. I'm as tall as that guy. So I guess I'm 6'4" now.
Oh, okay. So you're 6. Wow, if you're 6'4", then that
fuck
me up a few inches too.
Welcome to the 6 foot club,
I'm 6
bro.
foot tall now. Yeah, awesome. I don't even have to wear my lifts anymore.
Couldn't believe it.
Maybe in the boots he was in, he felt like he was 6. No, because you said you were.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I don't like when I stood up.
Because you're for sure
I am
not
6'4".
Yeah.
I'm 6-ish, 6 in there, 6. I'm not 6'1". I know that too.
Right, because I know how I feel in proportion to someone who's 6'6" and 6'3", since I used to work with people that were definitely that size. And it's like it's for sure different with you. It's like I feel a few inches shorter than you, but I don't feel like a foot shorter than you.
Exactly,
kind of
right?
Yeah. Not that it's 6'4", I'd be a foot shorter.
Just I couldn't. I just like as soon as I got on my feet, I just started laughing.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". Like, buddy, I think you're smoking
for sure.
I think you're chewing whatever that guy's been chewing.
And somehow we managed, even with piss breaks, to keep the seats.
That's the amazing
I had
part,
one guy, this sweaty gorilla. As soon as my buddy got up, he was in the seat, and I was like, "Whoa, bro!" I'm like, because we, left the can right in front, and I had my arm on the chair. And I'm like, "Bro, his seat's taking." He's like, "Oh." He must have got like roundhouse or something in the pit because he was leaning on the bar and holding his head, and
might have. I mean, that's very possible. You're at a metal show.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that many people on a Monday.
Yeah, it's interesting though too, because it's like that's always the ups and downs to those small venues. Is like they tend to, the fire marshal says it holds like 150, and they always cram like 200.
Right?
In there.
Yeah, exactly.
To where you're like mushed against the wall.
When people kept coming in, that's what.
Yeah, and you're like, there's no way.
That's what I told my friend. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be like those train cars in Japan when they got people just shoving them in.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it is, though. I mean, you and I've been to
places.
Shows.
I mean, trying to get to the bathroom, it's pure nuts to butts, bro. I mean, you're touching everybody. It was wild, but I mean, here's more, dude. So
there's one of the shows I went to. I don't remember who it was, and I just posted up basically right by the bathroom. That way, I knew I could always get to the bathroom.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Because it's like I can't get through that sea of humanity.
Oh, dude,
there's just
insane.
too much of it.
But so,
like that guy's tattoos.
Yes, exactly. There's 3 opening bands that I'm Born of Osiris, and I don't remember. The only band I remember his name was Convictions because it's a local band. But
okay,
there
was no Quixotic.
No, there's no Quixotic Toledo. But I had one of those Charlie Day moments. The conspiracy and all the meme.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So the band's Conviction, local band. A lot of people there wearing Conviction gear. I'm like, that's
Sure,
cool. That's
makes
cool.
sense. Probably friends, and they probably play around town
exactly,
because they're local.
And
yeah,
so,
sure.
but I see this guy come in. He basically looks like Colin Robinson from Always, not Always Sunny. Jesus Christ, we're talking about Always Sunny. From What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows, yeah.
He's kind of like balding. He's older than Colin Robinson, but the sweater vest, the khakis. I mean,
oh wow.
And he's coming in with his son, who's probably.
I was gonna say guy comes in like that to a metal show. That's the dude.
Dude, I said the same thing.
He's gonna throw the most wicked elbows.
I was speculating because he's.
That guy's there for Fight Club,
exactly.
not for a show.
Because he's bringing his son, and his son's got this sweatshirt on. It's like, one with God and God for all. And I'm like, and then it hit me. I was like, Convictions, Christian metal. Oh no.
Do you know what's really funny is when you said Conviction, I almost said, are they a Christian
I'm not
metal
100%,
band?
but it
really
makes
funny.
sense to me. But
okay, fair enough.
But
whatever. Who cares if the music's good?
But so those guys, they hung out by the bar where you can't see the show. For like the first band, maybe the second band, and then
the guy didn't put the kid up on
he
his
was a little
shoulders.
dude.
Like chicken
and then
fights.
and then I see them snake past into the crowd. I'm like, well, maybe he's going to take a leak. He doesn't want to leave son, vice versa. Who knows? So Born of Osiris is playing. They had a full that tiny area. They had a full light show. It was insane.
That's awesome when fucking bands do that. They play like someone's closet, but they still put on the
exactly
full
right.
yeah.
And I'm watching the show. It's to the point now where I'm like, okay, I'm standing up and I'm watching the show now, and
yeah,
dude,
all 6 foot
all
6'4"
me.
Yeah.
And dude, I spy across the room the dad up against the wall, and he's fucking like this. He's like. It's just like, oh fuck yeah.
I was waiting for you to tell a story like he was like that dude when we went to see Braided Veins. Remember that dude that was right up by the front? That was just like, just throwing it all, and we were like, wow, that no one's having more fun in this place.
Oh, there was some
guy.
of those. There's definitely some like fucking kids in there with their metal hair, and they were right on the stage,
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hell
brought
yeah,
back some
dude.
memories.
We would have done that when we were, 16,
when I had
20,
hair.
whatever. Now, fuck that noise, man. Yeah, when you had hair.
I honestly, watching that show, I was like, oh, I really want to get into that crowd because it's just like a different energy, But at the same time, I'm like, I'm too old for that shit.
Dude, I'm mid 40s. Like, I got to make career decisions.
Yeah, exactly,
here,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Mike and I were talking about that. Like, I think you went inside when we were at your house. And we were talking about. He was talking about some show he was at, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't fucking go in the pit." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We're too old for that shit." And he goes, "Yeah, but it's so." I'm like, "Oh, I know, man. It's
the energy's amazing. It's like you're part of a tribe.
There's such a good chance you're gonna get
fuck
wrecked. Yeah. And we don't recover well from the shit anymore.
So get this though. I got another one for you.
One wicked elbow. I'm on the ground crying. I'm on the DL for 3 weeks.
This no joke. Probably 6-year-old man walks in.
Yeah.
Got a polo shirt tucked into his dad jeans, leather belt, Skechers.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a hat for a local company tonight, American Interiors. And he's actually you look at him, he's like, for as old as he is, he was pretty jacked,
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck's this guy doing? And he's just grabbing tall boy Labatt's all night. Tall boy Labatt's, and he's almost in the front row, just like
like he just got off
basically,
of work,
got off of work, like, well, I gotta go watch Born of Osiris now, and fucking like, I don't even crush Labatt's.
He walks in and he's like, I'm here for 2 fucking things: bang my head and crush Labatt.
Dude, it was wild, bro. It was a great show.
I love shit like that.
I miss small venue
always
shows.
Love when you spot people like those things.
Metal's for everyone. That's the lesson here, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure.
For
sure. Punk shows are like that too. You get such a mix of people at them that you're just like you said, you see somebody and you're like, what is this guy's story? And then he's up front, like you said, you just banging his head, and you're like,
he belongs.
It's like
one of us. One of us.
Yeah. Who cares, man? We're all here to hear music. That's the beauty of music.
It was cool.
I bet that was his story, though. He probably literally walked right out of work and walked into the the venue.
Probably.
Basically, it was like, "Let's
Yeah,
go."
because like doors open at 6. I mean, I actually like I told my boss, I'm like, I got an appointment, I got to leave at 4, so I'm going to work through my lunch. He's like, all right, whatever, you know. So I left at 4 so I could eat dinner, change, because I didn't want to come straight from work.
Right.
But that guy, that fucking savage, having Labatt's for dinner. Goddamn Canadian dinner.
I love it too. Getting in there, burning up some
because Frankie's
calories.
doesn't have food.
You know,
they have booze.
No, you're right. I don't even think they have air conditioning, do they?
There was fans going.
Yeah,
it got so hot in there, the windows fogged up.
Didn't we see Menzingers there?
That was the last time I was
at
Frankie's since
That's
Monday.
the last time I've been there too. Yeah, and it was
because
hot in that place.
It's like,
plus when you cram 900 people in there,
like it's legitimately the length of my house and half the width.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
so
not
small.
kidding when I say I think 100, 150 people is probably what it's supposed to hold, but they always
of course,
overbook.
why wouldn't they?
Well, not always.
I would too.
Yeah, they just keep letting people in. I don't know if they ever say no. You know,
it is such a great place to see a show, though.
I've been there when there's like 50 people there, and I've been there when that place is, like you said, like literally, like you can't move. It's just everyone's just crammed
like
in
when
so
the show
much.
first started, I was like, wow, it's actually busier than I thought it was going to be. And then people kept coming in. And people kept coming in.
Yeah. That's how it was for Menzingers, too. Remember when we got there, it was kind of busy, and then people, because at one point I remember us going, I don't think there's room for anyone else. And we were wrong.
Yeah,
there sure
you'd
was.
Be surprised.
Yep. More and more
nuts
and
to
more.
butts, buddy.
Yeah. That's why I said it's the ups and downs of the small venue, you know, because it's cool when you cram them, though, because you get all that energy from all those people. And there's something about that, you know, nothing else gives you that charge,
for sure.
You know. But also, it's nice to be able to walk to the bathroom when you need to go, not have to literally like body surf
or
crowd surf,
race catheter.
Or just piss.
Hey,
right
it's
there
not a
on
metal
the
show
floor.
if there's not piss everywhere.
I've heard some stories about CBGB that was like that. You're right. It's not a metal show unless you're pissing on the floor.
Goddamn right.
That's right. Mm-hmm. It's like, how come this tall boy in front of you is always full?
Mind your business. How about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah. Just don't drink from it. Or if you do,
mind your business.
Mind your business.
I got a memory quiz for you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 7 numbers. I want you to tell me what they make you think of. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
It's a sequence of numbers, not just one at a time. Okay, so it's going to be a sequence of 7 numbers. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is only going to be for you, Brian, and not for or anyone in the Toledo area. Anyone else is bumming.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
9361212.
Oh God, I know what that is. What the fuck is that? Oh fuck, I don't. What is that?
It was the number for time and
but
temperature.
I know it. That's what it is. Okay, I was like, I know it's something I've called.
Right?
Shit. Well, but it's also been, checks my watch, 70 years since I've had to use it. So.
It doesn't exist anymore. But it was something we were talking about at work, and I was like, God, what was that phone? And that was the phone number.
I remember that because I used to get up for school or work before they had the 6 a.m. news or whatever, and you'd call that real quick to see what it was going to be like that day. Because somebody like me, I'm hot, so I want to make sure if it's going to be hot today, I'm going to dress. I'm going to dress accordingly. So even if it's 40 degrees now, but if it's going to be 70 later, I'm dressing for that.
Exactly, cheetah thong, obviously. Yeah, cheetah thong and a vest with no shirt on.
Yep, not to be confused with a Cheeto thong.
Cheeto.
Much different.
You need to do that for your lady.
Just act as her
I
thong?
mean, he probably does, but I mean, buy
fair.
one and do a little fashion show for her in his Cheeto thong.
Nice.
Oh, he could do it. He could have outfit changes. You go hot and spicy. Sure. You go cheddar jalapeno Cheetos.
Oh, just make sure you don't put any of that real
stuff.
No.
I mean, just the color scheme,
good.
like the green and the orange, the red on
yeah.
red.
Got to save the flaming hot for
Oh,
the
flaming
closer
hot,
act, I
not
think.
or is it the flaming extra hot when it's like the black and red? That's a sick
Oh,
color combo right there.
maybe.
We're talking black and red NWO, but extra hot Cheetos
Yeah,
as a
buddy.
thong.
Too
hot.
hot? Because they ain't gonna be too
Yes,
sweet.
yes.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yikes.
I know.
Yikes.
That got weird,
like it.
guys.
Did.
And he's listening
Did it,
right now.
I mean, I feel like we've talked way weirder things with him.
Yeah.
So it's all right. I mean, think about air. Think about air getting blown in a hole. We've definitely talked about weirder things.
Oh God, Cheeto. He says that's
What?
basically what he does, but it's not a thong. It's just a mess of hair.
Oh. Oh God, dude, what you do with the brushings from Charlie should be none of our business.
Oh my God. Wow, I was not expecting to picture that in my head tonight.
Yeah, you were.
Holy shit. Anywho.
That'll teach you. You just made all 6'4"
I know, right?
tingly.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, going way back, like when you talked about the ICP tattoos, it reminds me of years ago. Remember on Tinder, this one woman, she's, all the things, they'll list that I'm this, right? And one was like, juggalette. And then one of the pictures as you're swiping through was her back. Dude, it was like a giant hatchet man. I mean, like shoulder to shoulder hatchet man. And I'm like, wow, that's aggressive.
Like, babe, I hate to do this to you, but if we're doing doggy, you need to put a shirt on.
Yeah. I ain't trying to throw yogurt on him.
Exactly.
Man, Like, it was, yeah, it was, I was like, wow. I mean, but then her next picture was with ICP. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure she showed her.
I'm sure all
tattoo
kinds of
off
things
doing
happened.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they might have hit the old Eiffel
exactly.
Tower, or London
I
Bridge,
took it to
whatever.
the big top or whatever.
Not Eiffel Tower. Yeah, but whatever. So I was like, wow. It just reminded me of that, because I've seen a lot of juggalo tattoos. Usually they're on a forearm or a shoulder or something like that, or a leg. And that one I was like, wow, that's easily the biggest. I mean, she wasn't a big woman, but it was just
in
like
my head. I
was,
pictured I pictured a back like a picnic table in my head.
No. She was an average sized person, but it was just like her whole back was basically a hatchet man, and I was like, wow.
See,
all right.
that changes things, because I was like, in my head, it was an aggressively large hatchet man. I was just like, damn.
I think, listen, if we were doing one of those shows where you tell and then they show something on the screen, we would for sure change it to that, because it would be way more entertaining. To where it's like, I think her tattoo's bigger than the actual dudes.
Exactly. That's funny.
From ICP.
In my brain, I was going funny. I wasn't picturing like sexy, supple back with a hatchet man.
Yeah. I was just like, because I think I wrote a tweet around that time that was kind of like, like, are you shallow if there's somebody that you're interested in, but then you just see like a really bad tattoo and you're like, I just don't think I could look at this all the time.
Like, babe, I want the lights off again.
Like, honey, we're in the
I
living
know.
room.
Seriously, turn the fucking lights off.
You just keep wearing those backless shirts, and well, like that dude that came into Collector's World, with the giant swastika on his back that showed us.
Yeah, we're like, huh?
It's like, can you imagine, like, you're on a first date with this guy? Maybe you go swimming somewhere or whatever, or on a date with and he takes his shirt off, and you're like, oh.
See, I'm still trying to decide which giant back tattoo is worse, though. Was it, swastika guy, or was it the guy with the Cleveland Browns helmet? His whole back was just a helmet. It's just like, what the... Like, hey, we're going to run out of orange ink doing this guy, because that guy had a back like a table.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He did.
Back was, he was a big dude.
Yeah. Like, hey, we're going to have to call another tattoo shop and see if we
run
can
out
get some
of
more
supplies
orange
here, bro.
over here. 'Cause buddy, you're taking it all. Yeah. Man, I just, there's nothing I think I love that much that I would take up my whole back with it for one thing, like that. I was like, whew,
well, okay,
right.
This is the question now. Not the question of the week. This is just to kill some time. If you had to get a giant back tattoo, what would you get? I'm gonna have
Oh
to. I mean, it's
shit.
got to be something that's not like, well, like I know what you want. You want like a pinup girl. No,
Yeah.
it's got to be
Yeah.
something crazy.
It's got to be something
Yes,
weird
like
or
a
awful,
product or
All right.
something.
Right. Like a pizza cutter or
I
something.
mean, actually,
There's like, why'd you get a giant
like,
pizza
bro, I
cutter
love
on your
pizza.
back? Like, yeah, but why not get
Yeah,
pizza?
but no. What are you gonna cut it with then, ass?
Yeah. It's like instead of getting whatever it is you love, you have to get something just adjacent
Yes,
from it.
yes.
Like, all right.
I mean, I could legitimately
God.
see for myself like a giant, like cartoonish taco broken half and in cheesy strings. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
I love
that'd be
tacos.
awesome.
It's not really a product though. That's
thought you were gonna-
artistic. That's not the vein I need to go for.
I know a vein you should go for. A
Oh
Cheeto
God!
thong. See what I did there?
Just a mess of hair. All right, that's just more of a Cheeto tattoo of me shaving accurately.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. There's the tattoo. You just get some sort of junk that you have to shave your back. You can
Dude.
shave the pubic hair by shaving your
Dude,
back.
what if? This is actually a fun idea for a tattoo.
Hey, honey, I'm gonna go with a landing strip this week.
You remember those little magnetic beard dudes? That
Yes.
is a tattoo, and then you just shave, shave whatever hair you want to have.
All right, I'm on board on this. I like this idea. That's awesome. All right, so we need somebody who's a listener that's an
Yeah, that's
extremely
like
furry
goddamn
man.
werewolf. Full moon werewolf, not
We'll do
half
this.
moon.
And we'll send you a sticker if you get it done.
I still have probably some really shit stickers or somewhere.
Yeah, I've still got some for sure. So yeah, I'll send you 2 even because we're feeling generous.
Oh my god.
Oh God, that would be great.
be
I'd love to see
amazing.
that. You remember that dude in UFC that had the arrow
I
shaved in his
do.
chest?
That was Cartwheel
Yeah.
Man, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember, but I just remember that arrow shaved in his chest. It's like that's amazing.
Wow.
Although in fairness, the way he should have done it was just had a straight line and then done like the triangle around his junk. Should have been that.
He should have done it in like a shaved head like that too, so it'd be like Avatar style.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be very weird if that's how Aang was walking around.
That would be weird.
Yeah, just be like, I don't feel comfortable with this.
About to be Aang out with
Too
his
bad,
wang out.
soak it in. That's right. Hanging out with the boys.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
uh,
So what? So yeah, I don't know what I would get though, because if you're thinking along those kind of lines, I mean, I could get a big Detroit Lions logo on my back or something, like the one that's on the helmet, because that would take up
you'd
a
have
lot
to
of
get
real estate
everything
if you got it
filled in
large
Honolulu
enough.
blue too.
Oh
whole
yeah,
back.
for sure, dude. Yeah, Yeah.
Obviously.
obviously, yeah. Or you could be one of those. What you need is like one of those people to where they're like, my team's winning the Super Bowl this year, and they get the like Super Bowl trophy, but get a giant back piece with it.
Yes.
And then have to live with that the rest of your life. That's the part I can't understand is, I do wonder with some of these people to get these massive like band tattoos or whatever it is they love, comic book characters, whatever. It's like, God, it's just down the road. I just feel like at some point I'd probably look at whatever it is and be like, I don't know if I want that as much anymore.
Yeah,
I
see. That's why I'm having a hard time with myself for this.
like what if I don't like that band anymore? What if all of a sudden it comes out that they're like awful people?
Right, yeah.
Now I'm walking around with this. I might as well have the swastika on my arm like that one, or the back like that guy. Jesus.
Jesus had that?
That one I'll never understand. No, I highly doubt he did. Oh, I still can't believe how proud that guy was of it.
Jeez. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, and that he thought we were going to be impressed by it. That'll be maybe the part I'll never understand. It's like, what about us makes
These
you
guys
think
get
we're
it.
going
These
to
guys
love that?
fucking get it. Like,
Yeah.
sir, we're
Like, no,
15.
we sure didn't. Yeah, please leave, because one, that's really
Yeah, right.
offensive. And second of all, you're terrible because you wanted that.
So I think because like I don't like I like watching sports, but I'm not like yeah on sports, right? And I feel that way about bands and movies and all that shit. So I think my giant capitalism inspired back tattoo.
Oh, okay. So there goes the Hermie tattoo. Okay.
Would be just like an old school Nintendo controller, just a giant one.
It's just across your back.
Because
What
Nintendo,
if you had to go?
Video games saved my life.
That's fair.
I don't know about saving my life, but I do love them.
What if you had to go into a tattoo place and get go through like a flash book, but of like tramp stamps, and you had to get a giant one of those, or something? Like it's just something that's normally done smaller, but now you have to get your whole back.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So like like look at this cute little jukebox in the style of Ed Hardy. And you have to get it just blown up.
Yeah.
It's basically
back.
like you picked an emoji. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Oh my God, there's the real thing to get. You just get the poop emoji.
I'm sure somebody does. All right, hold on. Giant poop
does,
emoji tattoo. It's got to exist.
Yeah, I would think so. Either that or it'd be hilarious to just get some brand. Like you get the Polo logo on your back, or the Lacoste alligator or whatever it is. Like why do you have that?
Why don't you?
Like did they pay you for that? Like no. Like what? You don't like Coco Chanel? Like you don't like the double C's?
The old double C's. Well, there's definitely people with poop tattoos, Brian.
Oh yeah,
they're not great. This one's on somebody's knee.
Okay.
Yeah, they're no one's got a giant
impressed.
back piece.
Well, there you go.
We're in the biz. We're in the biz, boys.
Yep. Walk in and be like, all right, here's what I need. You're gonna need all the brown you can
just
get.
text it to them. So what?
Right. Or even weirder, you go in and you're like, I want a giant poop tattoo on my back. It's got to take up the whole back, but I want it in black and white.
Wait, what?
Why? That's gonna look really weird.
Like the emoji, right? No, photorealistic.
No, photorealistic. That's why I want it in black and white. I want this to be a piece of art, dude. Okay. You know how much this is gonna cost, right? Like, are you sure about this?
I'm so sure.
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Wow.
Yep, I cashed in my 401k
exactly.
for this.
My family's so in debt because of this tattoo.
Yep, but they're going to be proud. Damn it.
Exactly. Then at fucking every event, let me show you guys my tattoo, and his family's like,
"Yep."
Oh, his wife already left. It's his weekend of the kids.
For sure. Like
both his kids are like, really, Dad? Yeah. They want to say it.
Yeah. Like, sir, actually, this is just we just need to know what you want
exactly.
to eat. Just in line at Red Lobster or something,
Like
what's going on?
We just wondering if you wanted more Cheddar Bay biscuits. Of course I do, but check out my tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, you tell me, and then he pulls his shirt off.
Because you know what this tattoo says?
What is?
I like the shit. And I need more Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Right. You know me. I'm Cheddar Bay for life.
They don't call me Cheddar Bay Bill for nothing.
Like, how would I even know that, sir? You don't. The tattoo doesn't say anything about. There's your real answer. You get a Cheddar Bay biscuit on your back.
Yes. Which, by the way, Cheddar Bay Bill very well might be the name of my ship when I get one. Oh fuck! Yeah, definitely a Cheddar Bay biscuit tattoo for sure. I'm gonna get 6 of them on my stomach. So looks like I have abs.
Oh, I like that plan. That's good. That's or get 6 like Olive Garden breadsticks.
That would look weird. Those are the obliques.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
the old bread basket.
It all makes sense now.
So fucking bad.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine though working at Red Lobster? Somebody like, hey, I gotta show you something. Like it'd be like us with the You know, like when that dude went to peel his shirt up to show us that swastika tattoo, I fully expected a Batman logo, a Superman
anything but
situation.
Nazi.
I did not expect anything but Nazis. Yeah. And he, yeah. It's like, can you imagine that though? They like the guy's like, "Oh, you guys see something?" He like pulls his shirt up, and amongst the hair, you see all the Cheddar Bay biscuits. You're like, or that one.
Yeah, but it's being held up by a lobster. With like a chef hat on. It's like, it's really well done.
Of course. Yeah. Oh my God, that was one of my favorite things I used to look at on Reddit, to where it was like, what is it, a shitty idea?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite subreddits,
like
bro.
Oh, God, some of those tattoos, it's like the idea is so bad, but the art is amazing. Like, very good.
It's so good.
So good, yeah. Like, you have to appreciate the art, but you're just like, why would you get that on you?
I forgot how much I enjoyed that subreddit.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a long time. I might have to now.
Oh my God, good shit.
Ooh
is right.
Ooh. Still been watching Shogun.
Nice.
And also still very, very good show. So I highly recommend it. I watched 2 newest episodes of It's Florida Man on HBO last night. And dude, this one guy tells a story about things went bad in his, like, he got dumped and he was alone. So he just starts going on this walk in the woods or whatever, and then he ends up like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for a swim at night in Florida.
Good idea.
And he goes, I didn't even think about there being gators in there. He's like, which is pretty stupid because he's like, I'm a Florida man. It's the first thing I should have thought of. And this guy's got like 14.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
Dude, it is so funny just seeing the real guy, because like Andy Samberg plays the guy in the reenactment, but Andy Samberg is less funny than the real guy. You know, like the real guy would have been they should have just had him play the part.
Naturally, right?
But yeah, it was like, oh my God. Like when he's talking to him and at the end, and he was like, he goes, he's like, I feel like going back out there. Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? He's going around giving like inspirational speeches now. Because he lived through it. And he feels it was like a divine...
Of course he does. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
I loved it, though. It was great. Yeah, that show's a fun watch. The newest one's not as funny because it's about a woman who like gets into it with like a coworker, and then the coworker ends up moving in next door to her, and she finds out that the woman and her husband are like witches, and they just have issues between them.
I love this idea of like Florida people as scary witches and shit. I mean, as not in that show, just in a whole like fantasy world concept, you know?
Oh,
just Florida people.
Oh, I was thinking like a TV show,
like Charmed,
like a
Charmed Miami.
Oh God. Oh, that's a great move, actually. Charmed Everglades.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
They've got an alligators. They're familiar or something like that. Yeah.
We can reboot Charmed. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely have it in Florida.
With,
I don't think witches. I'm thinking, New Orleans. We go voodoo.
Oh?
Everyone loves voodoo. Charmed, New Orleans.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right.
Now,
to be like, ooh, there's probably some sexy element to it.
Dude, it has to be. It's Charmed.
Not.
I don't know who the new ladies would be, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. No, we're doing we're sticking.
It's like the Golden Girls.
We're going the opposite way.
That'd
be hot, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's all shot as a sitcom.
What?
But presented as a drama.
Yeah. What is happening?
Very much written like a sitcom, and you're like, I don't know, but it's very dramatic. You're like, am I supposed to
laugh? New Orleans is filmed in front of a live studio audience. It's like outdoor shots and shit.
Yeah. Every time one of them walks in, woo!
Oh.
Yeah. Someone dies. Oh. What? I don't think this is the right sound effect here. They make, goofy sound effects when.
I mean, I love this idea.
I still don't know what's going on here, but I can't stop watching it.
Oh, I can. Click. Give me Old Charmed. I know, right?
Rude. Well, that's what this would be.
Oh.
It would be Old Charmed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brian. You're right.
Yeah.
When he's right. He's right.
Like Old Charmed is filmed in front of a live studio audience, and it's just says live because it's at a nursing home or something.
Oh my God! Pardon me. Live for now.
Exactly. Mostly live studio audience.
Live
That'd be even more fun. Yep. Like wait,
live
mostly
casket?
live.
What?
Yep. Like on Colbert Show. It's like live on tape.
That's why we used to do that shit. Remember? Yeah. Did we steal that from Colbert and not even realize it? Huh.
Probably. Yeah.
Who knew?
I loved Colt Cabana and his podcast used to be like live from my studio.
I mean, that's
apartment.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites. Yep. So I was trying to think. You know what's funny? I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't even think I don't think I've really. Oh, you know what? I played GTA a few times through this week because around Halloween usually there's spooky things afoot. And like the one night I'm playing, went to my club to do a quick daily kind of mission, and when I stepped out, there's a blue dot on the screen. I'm like, oh, what's that? So go over to investigate, and I look, and it's a dude in a clown mask, and I'm like, okay. And then I just pull out my high-powered sniper rifle, and I just pop, right? Start shooting him. He's just running at me as I'm shooting him. I'm like, oh, this is not going to end well. But then he just stopped at one point. When he stopped, I put as many rounds as I could into him, and I killed him. And then I was like, oh, I think this, because I thought it was like that clone situation. Because in the past, they have a thing where like a clone of your character shows up, but they're way stronger than you. Like you can shoot rockets at them, and that's barely
hilarious.
move. Yeah, and they're hard to kill.
Much like Steven Seagal used to be.
Yeah. Now I feel like a few cheeseburgers might do it.
That's a good death. I go for a cheese.
I agree. I mean, listen, if I'm gonna go, that's
exactly. Take me out, cheeseburgers.
Yeah. But anyway, so I end up killing this thing, and I'm like, oh, I think there's random like monsters basically around. So I was like, okay, well, cool. I don't know what I got for killing him. Probably just some, game money or experience, whatever they call it.
Were they all like loosely based on like actual movie monsters?
No, this one was just like a clown.
Night Cheeto, love you, hugs,
It didn't
kisses.
look like.
Yeah,
all that.
Like it wasn't or anything like that.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, nothing I recognized. But so also I'm running around, and at night, there's the thing where like you can take pictures of UFOs, and if you get, there's like 26 of them. If you get all of them, you get whatever. But for each one you take a picture of, and then you text in the game to whatever you get. I forgot what it is, like RP, and I think you get some money too. So I'm like, whatever, I'll do this as I'm just dicking around in the game, And then one of the buildings I was at, I was like, I've never tried to go into because they all have beams coming down. I'm like, I've never tried going in there. I didn't even know. And they've been doing it for years, apparently. You can get abducted.
That's hilarious.
I had no clue. So when I climb up this thing, next thing you know, and I'm getting pulled up to the
mothership
UFO. Yeah. So then you wake up in this facility. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm walking around, and I'm like, I don't know what to do here. There's levers to pull. So I pull two of them, and I see two red lights come on, and it says like toxic above it. And I'm like, well, either Britney Spears is going to break out, and this is going to be cool. Yeah. Or this is going to be bad for me, and there's only like 3 lights, and I'm already at 2. So I'm like, I'm going to take a quick look on Google about this before I pull the third
Good call,
one.
my guy.
So you're supposed to grab like a crowbar, and then you go into this other thing and grab a cabinet and grab like a cattle prod, basically, a shock stick. And then you have to enter those levers. You have to pull each lever the amount of times I think it's that there's like monitors in the room. There's like a thing to it, right? Like it's a puzzle basically. The problem was I'd already buggered up enough that, and I was like, damn it, I really want the shock stick, because it's like at the end, it's like if you get through everything, you get the shock stick, and I was like, damn it, I want that, you know. Well, I buggered up, and then you just see all this gas start coming out, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what I figured was going to happen. And so naturally, then I started dancing like Britney Spears,
as is tradition.
No, but in the game, yeah, your guy just falls to the ground, and then you just wake up. I forgot, you wake up. I don't know if you've been to the area in the game where there's like a bunch of like alien believers.
I don't think I've seen
or whatever
that.
that's kind of up on. Yeah, there's a whole area to where they're very much like aliens are real, man, kind of in the game. So you end up there basically in your underwear. But you get, I got to keep the cattle prod thing. I thought you would lose it if you didn't succeed in the mission, but apparently
maybe you
not.
did
So
succeed.
I have it now.
Know it. In a different way.
I must have, yeah. Yeah. So I was like, cool, because that's really all I wanted.
Failed
I
upwards.
didn't care about actually. Yeah, you probably get RP or something.
Yeah, right.
Who cares, right? Yeah, I just wanted the weapons so I can then go, you know, hit.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
So, but like I said, I've been playing all these years. I didn't even realize you could get abducted. I thought, like, because I've seen things talk about alien abductions, but I thought there was something that happened in the game, like maybe you're doing a mission, and you know, like in the game where there's a couple parts I think where you like you get high,
you're fighting aliens and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was going to be something more like that, you know. So, and it's not. You just have to walk into one of the beams of one of the ships, and you get sucked up into the ship.
Oh, Rockstar!
Like,
you rascals.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't, through this season, I haven't seen. There's usually like a Christine car that chases you, and it's very difficult to destroy. And I haven't seen that this year. It's in there.
See, I really think they should have knockoff like Jason Voorhees and knockoff Mike Myers.
I think they
just
might
run around murder
They
people.
might. Yeah, right. So one of the cool / annoying things they do every year though is at night everything goes into a sepia tone kind of thing. So it gives it kind of a noir feel a little bit, and it's cool, but also it's raining heavily, and the combination of the two makes it really hard to see when you're driving. Like you can't see turns and different stuff. I mean, I guess you could if you turn the brightness up in the game, probably.
Hack the system.
But, you know, hack the system. Yeah, but it makes it kind of difficult for somebody with bad eyes to play the game.
You're saying people our age.
I can't. Yeah, I can't differentiate things. Oh, I'm for sure talking about me. Yeah.
Dude, it's like. This made me laugh so hard when we were playing Sea of Thieves together, because Michelle's like, let me check the map, and she pulls out her little eyepiece. It's like, and she was like the next level up, but it just looks so ridiculous. But it does work. I started doing it too, because you could have zoomed in view to map then.
It's like reading the menu with your phone,
just
right?
wild.
Where you zoom in on your phone. Yeah.
Anywho.
That's what you got to do, man.
Wild.
Yep.
Getting old sucks, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, I just thought that was kind of, that was kind of fun. That was something I hadn't experienced before in the game, you know. But that I also was like, how the hell have I not? This game's been around like 10 years. They've been doing these Halloween things for I don't know 5 or so years. Like, how have I not paid attention enough to see it? Because I always look around Halloween time to see, you know, is there gear I can unlock? Is there, you know, cool things you can kind of do or whatever? And you know, I tried fighting the clone a couple of times, and I have yet to kill one. I think I've fought it 3 times, and I've lost each time.
What if one time they made it so when you went into Los Santos, it was like zombie apocalypse?
They have a zombie thing, like in a cemetery. They put it in this year. I think it was in before, and they took it away. They brought it back.
I was just talking about like
so it's
the
a survival
NPCs
mode.
Slowly start zombifying around you. You know?
Oh, okay. Because I think it's like you go to the cemetery and then it's like a survival, you know, just waves of zombies.
Becomes a horde
basically.
shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. Not as cool as how was that Saints Row 3? Remember when you had to you ramped over that bridge and then there was like zombies everywhere on the island or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because once you hit a certain point, you were like, let's go have some fun because I
Yeah,
can't
I
die,
am
basically.
invulnerable as the Lord of the Saints.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, that's. I think that's all I got for the week. I don't really have anything
Well,
else.
I mean,
You got
no.
anything?
Besides answers to questions.
All right. Well, I guess let's do that.
So, last week we asked everybody, what's a fictional technology you wish was real today? I wish answers on Instagram were real. This is where I have.
You wish you were
I wish I was
a real boy.
That's where I wish I had my sound pad still. Because I'd be for sure Hulk music right there. Bing, bing, bing,
by
bing.
sound pad, I thought you meant a whoopee cushion.
I didn't say a hilarious prank.
Yeah. That reminds me of, like, on some of them, they say stuff like that, that they have a weird, just some name, instead of saying whoopee. Well, whoopee cushion's probably a brand name, so they got to come up with something else, like hilarious fart noise prank or something. You're like,
amazing bag of air.
Yeah, you're like, wow, you didn't try real hard here.
Speaking of not trying real hard, Brian, we don't have very many answers, at least on the face page. Not like normal. People must not like this question.
They don't like technology.
Diamond Top Fan, Big Dev. He says warp drives. Which,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. He wants to go to Pluto.
And a Diamond Top Fan. They actually have the best kimonos in Pluto, just to let you know. Yeah, that's where they make the best ones. That's why he's going. Diamond Top Fan, Kiki. She says Portal Tech. Yes.
Like the video game Portal?
If I could get a real portal gun, sign me up. It would be pretty neat.
Because I didn't know she meant like that, or she's meaning more like Rick and Morty kind of portal situation, or Stargate.
I guess either way, but I could really go for a portal gun from Portal. I would just always have a portal right by the toilet. I just be like, there you go.
Yeah. Just stick your ass through it and you go.
Exactly. And by the toilet, I mean
like the Rick and
floating over my boss's house.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say with Rick and Morty is like, you pick a dimension and just, like, Dimension 4, Sector 3 is my personal
my shit
toilet.
Dimension.
Yep. I mean, Rick does kind of have that in the one episode where he goes to that one and he has that toilet that overlooks like all that great like scenery and everything. That's true.
Yeah, maybe that is the move. But that's all I got, man. There's our two Diamond fans.
What?
We do love them.
That's it? All right. Well, Cheeto says he asked the family. Oh shit.
Oh,
is this like a Godfather moment?
Yes. Oh wait, that's all music. Damn it.
All right. So he says, Mrs. Bandito said, I have no idea, so way to knock it out of the park.
Excellent work.
Dang. Just going to hang her out to dry like that. Mini Bandito says teleporters, so she's on Tony's wavelength with that one. Yep. He says his pick's going to be web shooters a la Spider-Man. Yes, strap on your wrist, shoot with your middle and ring finger, load up a web cartridge, web shooters. He doesn't want organic ones,
huh? Weird. I feel like you have to drink a lot of fluids.
Especially if it was more like a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I'm so dehydrated, I can't shoot webs.
Yeah. And
scene. Exactly.
Now I can shoot webs for a while. Like, just like these other 50 people. He says salty selections, food replicators, like in Star Trek, like I said. Yep. And he says food rehydrators, like in Back to the Future 2.
I forgot about that.
He says nobody rehydrates a pizza like mom, which, good poll. And he says accurate voting machines. Okay, I just said that to be a shit. You don't have to read it.
Yeah,
well,
take
I read
that.
It, so, yeah. Anybody who wants his personal information, like his address or anything, to dox him or go after him, just let me know.
But don't forget.
If the price is right.
Don't forget about his war thong, though.
Yep. Yeah. That's what he wears when he
Same
fights.
Same thing, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's the same one. Yeah,
just
this
hair.
is my war thong. This is my sexing thong. Yeah, this is my fighting thong. Not to be confused with his fighting trousers. Oh my god,
I feel like that needs to be just like a porno like series. It's just called Just Hair. It's just the worst people.
Oh god. Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one. You can find another producer,
sure.
I think.
I don't even want to see the box art.
I mean, I kind of
God.
do, but
You remember the Wolf Boy from the
I think
Weekly
you need to
World
see it
News?
once.
That's what he's doing now.
Yep. Well, I'm glad he's
Yeah,
still
you
got
know,
some
so
work
he-
then.
I mean, once rent got tight, he had to whip out the old red rocket on the internet.
And it
What do you
happens.
do? What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
Listen,
Yeah,
gotta pay your bills. Yeah.
yeah. The Wolf Boy and Bat Boy, they got together.
Oh God,
Bad
forgot
Boy
about
was
Bad
the
Boy.
best.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
God! All right, I'm gonna die. I'm just
Terrifying.
gonna spit out a number right now. 8. How about that?
All right.
Fuck.
We have 7. So.
All right, 2.
Well, see you guys
All
next
right,
week.
2 it is.
2. All right. This is so funny considering the conversation
Oh,
we
great.
just had. What's the sluttiest item of clothing a man can wear?
Well, clearly the
We've
war
already
thong.
covered
But besides that, God, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything I wear that I'm like, I'm slutting it up tonight. You know?
Right? Like nothing that shows a little neck or a little ass crack. Like it's got a little heart
Exactly, a
window
little
above,
peekaboo
for
window.
the ass crack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little whale
Of
tail
course,
for
duh.
your thong,
You assume I have it on.
Yeah, it's just part of his pants.
Dude, there's
There's
probably his
nothing
pants with
underneath.
built-in whale tails. Probably.
Probably. Why not? I mean, there's hats with built-in ponytails.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
I need to
I
get
would
one
love
of
if you did.
That's why I said I wish I had a budget to just buy elaborate
You're
wigs.
goddamn
It'd be
right.
So great. Every
Have a
week I
different
just have a
wig.
different wig, or I just have it styled
That would
differently.
be amazing.
Yeah.
God, I guess I'm just gonna go with like the reactions I get from Milady, but it's apparently my belt.
Mm.
Whenever I'm putting my belt on, she's always like, and I don't know
Oh, yeah.
why,
probably
but
Well, she's really into autoerotic asphyxiation.
it is an officially branded Carradine belt.
Yeah. Hang me, baby. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know why this is like enticing, because this just means I have no ass to hold these pants up. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's why it's so hot. It just reminds her of how you have no
Exactly.
ass. Yeah, the old
Yeah,
Hank
for
Hill
sure.
ass.
Fucking ass like a lodge frying pan.
That is fuck.
Oh man. Yeah,
It's pretty
but
good.
that or maybe like a nice fitting T-shirt. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the answers I'd probably see would be like a suit.
Yeah.
A lot of women seem to love guys in a suit or a uniform type of thing. So, I mean, my janitor Dickies probably.
Suit, you say? I got that like Wilfred suit.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that
what I'm
lady
talking
did
about,
blow
a
my
furry
tail once
situation.
and fucking ripped it
Yeah.
off. Goddamn angry woman.
Yep.
Get that tail out
Yeah.
of your mouth. Why are you ripping it off my ass? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Like, guess what else this
I
mouth
guess,
do?
right?
Yeah.
Like, she has no idea where that fucking thing has been dragging through. Oh, no.
There. Yeah. Or maybe
Yeah,
she
maybe.
does, and that's
Yeah,
why
that
she was
could be.
into it, Ugh. It's like, I
Like,
love
oh
licking
my
the floor.
God. Well,
Like,
whatever you got, I'm sure you're immune to everything in the world.
Yeah, there's that. at
Best
least, I
immune
guess.
system going today.
Right. However, you're also like a walking
Exactly.
super
Also,
virus.
leave me alone, you dirty whore.
Please don't
Get
touch me
away
anymore.
from me.
Like now I have to
You're
burn this.
blowing my tail. I know we're all
Yeah.
drunk here.
Yeah.
That was a wild
But
beer
I don't
fest,
think
Brian.
you understand.
All right.
Yep. It's funny. I was thinking about it, like you were saying. It's like trying to think of something that I've been complimented on, and I just can't really think of much aside from maybe, times in the past where I've actually wore like, a button down and nice pants and whatever versus, my usual shorts
Well,
and
okay,
t-shirts
all right. Well,
situation.
let's take this in a slightly different angle, maybe. So, like, what do you wear
Okay.
that you're like, I'm slutting it up tonight?
I know. See, that's the thing I was thinking about is like if I was like I'm gonna be sick, I just don't have thoughts
I
like
know.
that.
I'm in the same
Honestly,
boat.
I'm not that guy.
Like, I'm very
Yeah.
much a I'll go right out typically with my boys at work just in my shit that I wore to work. And like I got a friend of mine, he's always
Yeah.
like, nope, I gotta go home and shower and put on clothes. And but he's also
Yeah.
he's trying to find his lady still.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep. Which
Yeah,
I
but
get it.
I'm
Yeah.
also kind of
You
like,
never
you're
know,
not gonna
right? You
find
don't
her at
want
this
that first
bar.
impression to be.
Or if you do, look out.
Yeah. She's like, "Hey, you want to see my
Yeah,
ICP
it's
tattoo?"
Are you into the Great Malenko? What?
You mean Dean? I love wrestling. No, Malenko.
Oh, not really. Oh,
Oh,
never
sorry.
mind.
Oh, my bad. I thought we had a real connection there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's I'm very curious. Like, I'm curious more for guys' answers on this because women it's like whatever they happen to find sexy about a guy or something. But I'm curious what guys like. Yeah, I look good.
I mean,
that
I
kind of
do
thing.
have, like, if I'm like, okay, I want to, like, look a little bit better today, I do have certain T-shirts. I know it sounds stupid,
Yeah,
but certain ones that, like, fit nicer.
right. Like your tuxedo. one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
classy.
I'm like, okay, well, if I want to look like I'm trying it all, I'll put on this T-shirt that
Yeah.
fits a little better, and
Right.
maybe I'll put on some of my nicer shoes, but I don't really have I mean, I do
Right.
have nice shoes, but those go with suits. But I'm still wearing like
Right.
Chucks or fucking cowboy boots.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I am curious to see any answers to this.
Yeah. I mean, the answer's got to be chaps,
Assless
right?
chaps. Of course.
Yeah, of course. Like, hey, look, my ass
Like
is
those
hanging
ones
out.
Prince wore. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking more like the pants that like Howard Stern wore
Oh,
when he was
God.
Fart Man. With just your white ass cheeks hanging
That when
out.
Eminem wanted to like murder him.
Probably, yeah.
I think he landed right on him or
Oh
something.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Just rubbing bare ass on him.
I know, right?
Settle down.
Easy.
Settle down.
All right. Well, that was a show.
All right. Well, yeah. So what's the sluttiest item of clothing a man can wear?
Show us what you got.
Have you ever
What-
looked? Have you ever seen a guy in something and you're like, wow, what a slut? Like the way he's dressed, like maybe a mesh shirt or something, like a cut off mesh
Well,
shirt,
I don't.
or smashless
Yeah,
chaps, I guess.
I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
might have to
I
like
don't-
people watch a little bit and be like, that dude's a slut.
Yeah.
I really don't
Exactly.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't, most of us don't get cute clothes designed for us. Like I said, with, like a heart, above the ass crack or something. Or like I said, something with a cut that shows off a little neck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like, his first looks free.
First looks
you know?
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see some of these answers. So hopefully
Yeah.
people actually answer them.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the answer is a
I
smile.
mean, I already know what the obvious answer is. An official Salty Language Podcast T-shirt, as can be found on the links within the show
Correct.
notes.
Correct.
Duh.
Correct.
Of course.
Yep.
Every other answer is secondary.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out a way to turn that into a Patreon plug, but I got
That's
got
okay.
nothing
We're coming
there,
up to the
so.
plug segment anyway. We can handle that.
Yeah. So head on over to saltylanguage.com and you can find links to various stuff, including the Patreon link, which is also just patreon.com/saltylanguage. If you'd like to hear more stuffs from us, there's a decent amount of content up over there now for just $3. You can go have more uncomfortable feelings and hopefully some laughs.
I mean,
with
what
us.
did we talk about last week? I don't remember anymore because that's how That's,
I don't know, ham
that's how my
ham
brain
sandwiches.
is. It was something fun though. I remember it was a very fun conversation.
Oh, I forgot. I don't even write down what we talked about. I don't even remember.
We're
honestly.
terrible. What was that thing we
clue,
did?
Man. Oh, yeah. I don't know
Oh,
either.
it was the website, the conversation starter website. And we're going through answering
right, okay.
awkward questions to start conversations with.
Yeah, those erotic
Yeah,
questions.
that was actually
that
that
we
was a
asked
lot of
each
fun
other, yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Good times.
Okay. So yeah, I'm glad you looked that up because I was completely
Yeah,
blanked on it.
It happens, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. If you would also click on the link to the Tangibound Network, go check out the other shows there. It's a network we're part of. And if you need a network for your show, please go talk to them about that. So if you talk to Mark, ask Mark what he wears when he's slutting it up.
You don't have to ask him. Just look at what
Probably,
he's wearing.
Yeah. It's probably just a hospital gown.
That's, assless, of course.
Ass out.
Dude, it's just one frickin' pole tie away from frickin' Pound Town. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
What's sexier than a Halloween gown? A hospital gown.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween gown maybe too. I don't,
that's a different angle. That's more of a goth, stitch.
Yeah. I was just thinking it was the same thing you just wear it on Halloween, or it's just got pumpkins on it.
Oh my God, that would be funny. Pumpkins as ass cheeks. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. For sure. Just walk backwards everywhere. Pull your cheeks like Ace Ventura.
Yes, exactly. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, no, put it in my mouth. Like, dude, I'm not putting a candy in your asshole.
That's funny.
Trick
Dude,
it is.
Actually, just stupid side note, I saw a great reel of a Halloween costume and these people dressed as a door. And they trick-or-treated, and then, they answer the door, and then the people have to knock on the door and say trick-or-treat, and they open it, and here comes this guy dressed as an old man, he gives them candy. It's like, oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I like that.
Anyway, moving on. Moving on to the end of the show.
Yeah, if you want to reach out to us on the social medias, you can find me on, not on much right now. I'm kind of staying off for a couple days. But normally you can find me on social medias like Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram at Stunami. You can find this show, I forgot, on the Twitters at salty_.
You can find me on the Instagram at the monotony. At Salty Language on TikTok. I do that nonsense. Of course, we already talked about Salty Language Pod on YouTube's. Like, subscribe, watch, love us. Patreon.com/Salty Language, blah, blah, blah. Brian, you got all our stuff, dude. What you got going on, buddy?
Yeah, it's me and Heno do another podcast called The Crazy Life. We just put a new one up the other day where we just talked about a variety of stuff like agoraphobia, money issues, Heno going back to the gym, a little bit of a mushroom trip he took, non-alcoholic drinks and sobriety and such. Oh, and a little bit about Rick Rubin's book also. Nice. So, yeah, if you're into any of that, this one was kind of more of a, no one topic. We just kind of had a nice chat though. So, yeah. So if, you're interested, normally we talk about, we did talk about recovery and sobriety and stuff in this one quite a bit. So, if you want to listen to that, please give us a listen. Nice. Mm-hmm. And yeah, until next week, have a beer. You'll be fine, I guess.
Stay salty, everybody. We love you.